Hi, I'm Romero De La Cruz here on Sherbeck Field on the beautiful campus of Fullerton College. Now, just this past Saturday, the Fullerton Hornets football team had a 150-play scrimmage where they went over offense, defense, and special teams. They get ready to kick off their second and final scrimmage game here today in just a couple minutes, where they're going to split the team up into two, a blue team and a white team.
As the 2010 campaign approaches for the Fullerton Hornets, the team played its second and final scrimmage game where offense, defense, and special teams were all a part of the game. Now, just as last season, the Hornets went 9-1 in the regular season and went a perfect 6-0 in the Southern Conference. A big part of that was because the Hornets had the #1 rushing offense in all the Southern Conference. But this year, the Hornets will have to be without 2009 All-American running back Kenny Turner. Turner was also named the 2009 Southern Conference Player of the Year, rushing for 1,520 yards on 236 attempts and a total of 18 touchdowns on the season. Turner made big plays like this one here, where he turned nothing into something. Last year's second leading rusher, Jeremy Lagarde, will be coming back this season, but has been hampered by a hamstring injury for the last 2 weeks. Here's Jeremy Lagarde on his return timetable.
Hopefully I'll be back by the first game. Man, I've been doing a lot of rehab and exercising and training with the trainers around campus. Hopefully I should be back at 100%, but I want to at least be 90 by the first game.
Last year, Lagarde rushed for 657 yards on 85 carries. He will be joined this year by 2008 leading rusher Devin McCullough. Coach Burns on his new running game.
Well, two things. Number one, I think our offensive line could be the best we've ever had. They're young. Most of them are freshmen, but they're very, very talented. We had a great recruiting group. As far as running backs, we have a kid who led our team 2 years ago that's coming back, and he's going to be a factor. Last year, we also had a kid, Jeremy Lagarde, who was a great, great player. We have some good young recruits that we expect a lot out of. So it's going to be more by committee instead of one person. But I think we can get the job done there.
Last year's speedy and talented receiver Daryl Shine led all Hornets with 32 catches for 509 yards and 2 touchdowns. Daryl Shine will be moving on to Temple University. Thomas Clarkson, who had just 14 catches last season for 207 yards, but led the team with 4 receiving touchdowns, will be coming back. Clarkson will be joined by guys like Willie Downs, Roy Reed, Malone Lee, Lavon Downs, and Jamar Johnson. Burns is happy with this group of receivers.
At receiver, we've never been this talented as far as a group. And one good thing I've seen out there so far is they will block for each other. So I don't think that'll be a question out there. I think they're aggressive kids. They're very talented. And once again, they just need to learn the system. They need to understand it, understand what it takes to play at this level. And then I think we're going to have a great, great football team.
Benefiting from all these new weapons will be quarterback Darius Banks. Banks last season threw for 914 yards and 7 touchdowns through the air.
Yeah, I think so.
Banks has had a whole year to play under Coach Burns' system and has looked a lot better in the offseason as he looks a lot more mature now. On top of having the best offense in the Southern Conference last year, Coach Burns also had the #1 defense, which allowed just 14 points per game. Last year, the Hornets were upset in the SoCal Championship semifinals by Palomar in a triple overtime thriller, 38-36. The Hornets this year are looking to go further, but as Coach Burns told me, it's going to be one game at a time, and this year they're going to start things off at Santa Ana College in the 88th annual Key to the County game. That game's going to be held Saturday, September 4th at 1 p.m. I'm Romero De La Cruz, Hornet Sports.